Hey class, I'm your instructor for Photoshop. My name is Robin Kiley, and this is my third semester teaching Photoshop here at Codia College. Before that, I've been a graphic designer, just doing freelance work, and I also work downtown at the print shop. I graduated from Purchase College in New York as a graphic design student. Um, just to give you a little background about myself. But the main reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm not meeting you tomorrow, even though that's technically the first week of school. First day of school is the 18th of January, and we're meeting the next weekend, next Saturday. So it's kind of weird, but that's fine because for week one, we really don't have to do a whole lot. I'm going to guide you through it. So I've got my browser up here for Blackboard, already logged in, and I just wanted to walk you through the Blackboard shell. So on the left navigation are all the buttons that you're going to need to use for the class. Start here is at the top. If I click on it, it just gives you all the information you need to know about Blackboard, like which browser is best. We strongly at Kodiak College, we tell people not to use Internet Explorer because it gets kind of weird when using Blackboard. I don't know. It's just things. Sometimes the links don't work, and sometimes things don't show up that are supposed to be there. And I don't know how else to explain it. Let me turn off my edit mode because I want to make sure that my view is the same as yours. Okay, and then a little bit about your UAA emails. So these are mostly just UAA policies. Why do you need your email? Because everything that I'm going to send to you with an online class is through email. Like all the assignments, announcements, that all goes to your UAA email. If you don't want to check it, you can always forward it, and your instructions to forward that are right here in Blackboard, so you can do that. Also, for if you have a disability, we have a little link here um, with all the information regarding UA and disabilities. I'm hoping that for people taking Photoshop, they'll be able to watch the videos though, because yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work if you can't see the videos or Photoshop application. That would be tough. Let's see, for UA and etiquette, just UA etiquette and philosophy. Let's see, and then I've got my what do I expect from my students. This is my personal expectations. I expect you to be prepared and have positive attitude and blah, blah, blah. I go over that. Having a positive attitude, I mean just like sometimes software is really frustrating, and so there's been times in the past where I've been trying to help a student, but they just weren't in the mental state to be helped at that moment. It's just sometimes you just need to take a break. If something's not working, go get some coffee or just walk around the room, do something else, come back to it and be like, oh wow, that little button was not selected or something like that. It'll be something small. But anyway, try not to get frustrated. Be patient with yourself. Also, communication is really big with me. I say it over and over again in my syllabus. Please communicate with me. I don't want to give you a 0 if you don't turn in an assignment. Just let me know that you need more time or something and you're working on it, or just submit it incomplete and then resubmit for a better grade later. But I really appreciate knowing what's going on instead of just seeing a bunch of zeros in the grade book. It's kind of scary. So also take responsibility. Let's see, if you're missing assignments, yeah, you got to check your grade center and see what you're missing and remember to be on top of that. You don't want to get behind in this class. It's 3 credits, and we do each lesson that we do each week kind of compounds upon the next. If you miss a lesson, you're going to have a hard time with the next week because you're not going to know what you needed to know before that, if that makes any sense. Learn from mistakes. Yes, you can make mistakes. In Photoshop with digital software, you can always hit edit undo and go back in time. It's great. I wish that worked in real life, but it doesn't. But with software, you can mess up a photo completely and then just go back in time. It's great. So don't worry, don't freak out if you make a mistake. It's okay. We can always go back in time. Just remember not to save over an image, so you always want to keep a backup copy of your image so you have the original just in case you need to throw out the one that you adjusted. Okay, complete the course evaluation. Yes, at the end of the semester there will be an evaluation about this course. I'm always trying to make improvements, so this being only the third time I've taught this class, I'm sure that I can make a lot of improvements. So please let me know. Also tell me what you like so I can keep doing it. And what else? Okay, then we've got syllabus and materials. If you click on this link, it basically takes you to syllabus and materials over here. This week you need to print out your syllabus and get your textbook ordered. You don't have to have your textbook for this week, but you should have it by next week. Also, you need to have your Photoshop software. Access to, if you don't have it on your own personal computer, you need to at least gain access to it somehow. If you have it at work or you can come to the campus, we have Photoshop on pretty much every computer in the CIOS lab. I think every computer in the CIOS lab at Kodiak College. I don't know, some of you may be at different campuses, but I'm assuming they should have it on their computers as well, at least in one lab or another on their campus, if they have more than one lab. Photoshop is should be on every computer. And so if you don't have it, you can also purchase it. I have directions for it right here, the different ways, A, B, and C. So access it in the lab or purchase your own copy, like it says here. You'd probably have to search eBay because Adobe does not sell hard copies of Photoshop anymore. They want you to pay their month-to-month subscription online through Creative Cloud. A lot of people don't like this. My throat's getting dry. I don't like it. I want to be able to own the hard copy, pay for it once, and not have to pay monthly. But for somebody who's just using Photoshop for the semester, it's actually not bad because you only have to pay, $30 for this, $30 a month for the semester, which is what, not even 4 months. Whereas if you buy it straight up, it's going to be a lot more money than that. So, and also if you haven't gotten the free version yet, you can download the free version and you get 1 month free, and then you only have to pay for 2.5 more months for the rest of the semester. So I think it works, at least for this class. If you want to own it, like if you want to use it, I would look for one on eBay before they're all gone. Because I don't know if Adobe's going to change their mind in spite of all their angry fans. And I put a little article over the Creative Cloud controversy because I thought it was interesting. Well, let's see. Oh yes, and you need media storage because it's dangerous to just rely on your memory on your computer, because what if something happens to it? Like, for example, my sister-in-law spilled a big old pitcher of water on my laptop, and yeah, that sucked because I had a job. I had all my work on there. I needed to be on my computer every day, and yeah, it was a very awkward situation. And if that happens to you, I can't do anything about it. If all your homework was on there and it never got submitted into Blackboard, then I don't have it. So it's your responsibility to create a backup. So store it on your computer and also store it on a media drive, media storage. So that could be a flash drive, it could be an external hard drive that you plug into your computer and save, or you can save it online in a cloud storage system. So, for example, you could email it to yourself. That's online. It's like in the cloud somewhere. If you email it to yourself, you could get a cloud storage, sign up for something where you can store it like Dropbox. What else is there? There's a bunch out there, cloud storage. Just look it up. What else? Okay, so syllabus. Let me go back to my Start Here menu. We went over all of this. You can read it more thoroughly. Blackboard collaborates what we're going to use to meet next week. So I made a little link in the Start Here menu. that goes to the Blackboard Collaborate page, and I've created some sessions already. And you're just going to click on the link right now. It won't let me in. If I click on it, it says, let's see, if I click on it, it says I can't get in yet because it's not started. But that should be available. When you click on it, it should bring you into the classroom. It's kind of like going on, it's like Skype or Google Hangout if you use Google Hangout. So you're just Skyping with the whole class, except it's on steroids. There's all these buttons, like you can raise your hand and whatnot. And we'll go over that next week on Saturday. But I just want to introduce you to that. And what else is there? Sorry, if I'm bouncing a little bit, it's because I sit on a yoga ball. It helps my posture while I'm working with the computer, but it's hard not to bounce for the camera. I'm holding my legs really still. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yes, and VoiceThread. You know what? I will not go over VoiceThread right now because we don't need it for week 1. I'll go over it on Saturday. What I do want to go over is, if you look on the left side navigation of our Blackboard shell, like right after the start here, there's announcements, which is the default page when you log into Blackboard, into my classroom, and automatically goes to announcements, so you can see the announcements, which are, yeah, as you can see, it's my little welcome message and get your materials, okay? And then under that, there's the assignments link. And I've only got 1 week at a time showing because I'm still getting the other weeks ready. Let's see, week one. Week 1 starts tomorrow, Saturday, January 18th. So even though, like I said, even though we're not meeting, we need to go over this. And you need to get these done before next class, before next Saturday, before our first class. So I have my objectives, the week 1 objectives and homework. I want you to get familiar with Blackboard, just familiar with this shell. And then set your personal outcomes for the semester. So what do you want to get done this semester? What do you want to learn? Why are you taking this class? You know, what's the 1 or 2 or 3 things that you want to make sure you come away with so you can get your money's worth? Classes are not cheap. So there must be a reason why you're investing your money in this class. Why is that? So that's one thing. And then obtain your materials. You should have your textbook by next class. You're going to need it. If you absolutely somehow did not get it, I think the first couple weeks of the textbook are on a website. They're free. They're just kind of like, look at the book, virtual book, and then there's little watermarks on it saying like do not reproduce. Anyway, I can show you that later. I'll show you that next week. What else? Okay, and then we got to start Photoshop. So let me just go over the homework. I want you to read the start here, which I went over, and watch the welcome video. No, that's this welcome video. Okay, and then print and read your syllabus, which I have a link for you here. And then, so this is the start here. Whoops, read start here, which is what we went over. And then there's your syllabus. You can just click on it and it will go to your syllabus. And then here's the email assignment. Sorry. I'm going to move that out of the way.
So
and
for week
that,
1,
oops.
I want everyone to at least open Photoshop.
Okay. I was just creating a video on Google, or YouTube. Okay, and then here's the email assignment. So I want you to email me your goals. Do you have any questions about the course, anything of the assignments, or this Blackboard shell? If anything's confusing, please let me know so I can change it. I know that my view of Blackboard looks different than the student's view. And so I don't always remember to check what the student's view looks like. I have that ability, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, just a pain in the butt to switch. So anyway, please let me know because I don't do it often enough. You know, if there's anything that looks a little weird or doesn't make sense or a link's not working, like there's supposed to be an assignment link so you can submit your work and it's not there, please let me know via email. Also, yes, I need to know in your email, what are the 3 things you hope to get out of the course? So that I can kind of customize the course to address those things, because every semester I get different students who have different desires for the class and different levels of students too. So I want to make sure to kind of, to the best of my ability, with the text and whatnot, to kind of cater towards those goals, your personal goals. So I need to know them. And then also, if I could get your phone number in case I need to call you back for any reason and need to call you about something urgently. It probably won't happen this semester, but I might need to. And then also an email, which you prefer, because I don't know how many of you really want to use your Blackboard email or your UAA email. If you don't, just give me an alternative one and I'll email that one. Or you could do the forward thing. So you forward all your UAA emails to your preferred email. Let's see. Almost done, guys. Okay, so course materials, just click on this link. You need your text, you need Adobe software, Photoshop, and you also need your flash drive. And then now we get to the last item for week 1. It's your first assignment. And I give you a little mini lesson. I kind of went through it fast because I was trying to squeeze it in 10 minutes. So if I forgot something, just email me a question if it's like not clear or something's not clear. But I watched it and I thought it was okay. So anyway, but basically it's 2 parts. I made 2 videos, 2 little 5-minute screener videos, and the links are here on video 1 and video 2. Please watch the week 1 lesson video on how to make a simple image adjustment. So it should take you 10 minutes to do this assignment. And I go over 3 different adjustments, and you can do more if you want, but just take one image. You can use the image I have here, the starfish image, or you can get your own image and just make an adjustment to it. And then what I want you to do is submit it to me on the submit link, which is not showing up right now. So that's a good thing. If I turn my edit mode to on, I think I'll see it. So I'll just do that right now. Okay, it's right there. Week 1 individual project. You just click on it and it brings you to a little window that looks a lot like an email. And you can write comments, and you can click on the submit link to submit. Oh yeah, write a submission or attach file. Yes, you want to attach your image. So I made a starfish, and I'm going to attach the starfish and then the starfish adjusted. So I'm going to attach both of them. Wow, they look exactly the same. Hold on. Okay, that's the before. Starfish. Make sure you attach the before image and then the after image. If you're using the starfish, you don't need to attach the before because I know what it looks like. But if you're using your own image, then attach the before and the after so that I can see the difference. So I'm going to attach the before, open. Let's hit open. It's my starfish 1 image. And then I'm going to go back to attach file, browse my computer, and then attach the adjusted one. So this is after I messed with it in Photoshop, and then before I messed with it in Photoshop. And then submit. You can write me a message, hello, but you don't have to. And then hit submit. And you're done with week 1. And yeah, good luck. Email me if you have any questions. Please do not hesitate. It may take 48 hours for me to get back to you because I have another job, and yeah, it may take a while for me to get back to you, but I should get back to you within 2 days. And I also have lab hours, which are written on if you want to call me and talk to me verbally instead of writing a message. Let me show you. It is, my submission didn't go through. Maybe it won't let me because I'm an instructor. Okay, I'll just forget about that. It should, after you hit submit, it should tell you that you've just submitted something. Yeah, but right now it's not working for me. Okay, but it should work for you. Let me know if it doesn't. But back to, let's see, start announcements, was it? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, if you have any questions, oh yes, that's what it was. And my welcome to class message here. Okay, it's not letting me select it, but it tells you my office hours Tuesday 4 to 8 and Thursday 4 to 8. And then the phone number to call me. It's actually the CIOS lab at Kodiak College that I also work as an instructor at, and just helping people in the lab, so you can come in if you need help. If you're in Kodiak, you can stop by and get help face-to-face, or you can give me a call, 486-1228. That's 907-486-1228, and ask me for advice over the phone. If we need to, we could do a collaborate session, and we could do a screen share, video screen share that way, if you need some assistance. Anyway, there's a lot of options, so don't hesitate to call me or email me. And yeah, good luck. Enjoy.